guys, it's Sabrina. So today I'm going to be talking about my experience with the MMI medical school interview. And sorry, my hair is still wet, it's drying, but I have to head to lab soon, so I wanted to film a video before I go because it has been about a week, 2 weeks since I've last filmed. So I wanted to get a video up for you guys and let you guys know like how the interview went. You guys saw my getting ready video, but I didn't really talk much about how it went. Okay, so before my interview, I had this thing called a welcome day where they welcomed you to the medical school, which was really cool. They like gave you information about like the curriculum, they gave you information about financial aid and how you can pay for med school and stuff like that, take out loans and the grants and offers that they have for you as a medical school student. The difference between in-state and out-of-state, this is an in-state school for me, so it is definitely a lot cheaper than out-of-state, which is really nice. And they also just talked about the MMI, what to expect for tomorrow, because the interview was the next day after this and stuff, and how to last minute prepare for it and just how to go for it and, you know, be yourself and stuff. And it was a really like calming presentation. It was really nice. We had a meet and greet. We got to meet faculty and stuff. I had an exam right before my welcome day, like introductions. I actually had to miss the first hour because I was taking an exam during it, which kind of sucked. But they were really nice and they let me take that first hour off, and they understood that I had an exam to take, which that exam ended up going really well, so I'm happy that it went well in the end. And I was stressing out about it because I was like, I don't know if I have enough time to study. I want to prepare for my interview. And I can link down below how I prepared for my interview, but pretty much what I did was I watched a ton of YouTube videos about MMIs. There's so many videos out there. There's even like MMI scenario videos to watch, which really helped and kind of gave me like ideas about how to think about ethical issues and ethical problems and how to respond to them. So it was really nice. And I also went to an MMI workshop back in August, and she handed us like a handout of like how to approach an MMI problem, because there's like a specific format you can take if you want, and I tried to incorporate that and use that, but in the end I think I was just doing my own thing, so we'll see if they liked what I was saying and what I was answering to the questions. But yeah, so I'll link all my resources down below. I also met up with one of my friends who had an MMI interview the year before, and she just gave me advice on how to prepare for it, what to expect. She also practiced with me, which was so nice. She did like a couple with me like a week before my MMI, and she like gave me pointers and stuff on how to improve and how to approach the questions better and stuff, and it was really nice of her. She's currently in med school right now, so I know she pretty much killed her interview, and I'm really happy that she helped me out and gave me some advice. Yeah, and I also just asked anybody else who had taken an MMI before, like what to expect and stuff. Like I had a couple of friends that had interviews before me, so I was like, hey, how'd it go? And they're just like, you know, it's kind of scary at first, but it gets really fun after you get used to it. And that's kind of how it was for me. It was really scary at first. I messed up my first station like no one's business. It was embarrassing. But the rest of them, I started like getting into it. It was really fun. So how my interview day was set up. So right before the interview, my interview was set up from 11:30 to 2:30, which was really nice. It was in the middle of the day on Thursday, and I'm really happy it wasn't like the early one or the afternoon one. It was like perfect time for me. So we met up and we just they calmed us down, they talked to us, they told us like what to expect and stuff. And then we had like this wellness health activity where they kind of just had us like deep breathe and like relax and calm us down. It was really nice right before we went in for the interviews. And we went into this hallway, and there was 10 rooms set up, and each of them was 7 minutes each. You had 1 minute to read the prompt and then 7 minutes to just go in and talk about the prompt. I had 2 acting stations, and I had one, like it's called a pathways question. That's like, it's a specific question. Usually it's why do you want to be a doctor? Or it can be like, what have you overcome in your life that's been difficult, or like what's your, like anything like that. Like if you don't get into med school, what else are you going to do? So you kind of have to think about these things. These are good things to prepare for before your medical school interview. The ethical questions and stuff are hard to prepare for. It just depends on what kind of a person you are, what you believe in. And so I just kind of, you know, prepared for those by watching videos and thinking about ways how to answer these questions. But for the other questions, the pathways questions, I practiced them out and kind of thought about the reasons why I wanted to be a doctor, and the reason, like what I would do if I did have to take a year off, if I did not get into med school my first time. And I just thought about these things and made sure I had like a decent response to them. in the end I definitely changed up my response, and it was basically what I had said in my personal statement, but I also kind of incorporated more stuff about my childhood, and I kind of made the answer like more personal and stuff. So I didn't want to seem like I had rehearsed it or anything like that. So my first one, I started at like the last station, which was really funny, and I just I read the prompt and I was like, holy crap, I don't know how to answer this, and I went in and I babbled on like a maniac, and I was like, damn, I sound like an idiot. And I don't know how I did on the first one. I don't think she was looking at me kind of funny, so I feel like I did something, I didn't answer it right. So we'll see how that went. I felt really bad when I left it, and then I went on, and after every station, like I don't know, I took every station, I tried to forget about it. I was like, okay, I kind of did really bad on that one. Oh well, we'll go on to the next one. So I think there was only a couple that I didn't really like how I answered, but the rest of them I felt really good about my responses. I had a lot of fun like talking to the people and explaining to them like the different like prompts and scenarios, and I just felt good about what I was saying. It's really like fun, and I didn't feel too awkward, because if you do run out of things to say, they have like questions to keep prompting you to talk. And I'd usually end up at the last minute before I'd have nothing else left to say, so we'd only sit there for like 30 seconds awkwardly if it did happen. Most of the time it didn't happen. I took up the whole 7 minutes, which was really, I guess it was cool. It was fun being able to just talk and converse, and I felt like I was having a conversation with someone. It didn't feel really awkward. And they say that your people are supposed to be stoic and stuff, and I had a couple that were stoic, but some of them would like smile or nod like, yeah, I like what you're saying, and I was like, okay, this is cool, like I'll keep on going, you're making me feel really comfortable and stuff. And I loved talking to those people, like it was fun talking to them. So I kind of just took it as like, it was fun. I don't know, it's fun. At first it's really scary and you're like, damn, what is this? This is so different. But then it gets really fun as you keep going. So after the 10 stations, we also had one rest station, which was super nice. You could just relax, write on a whiteboard, do whatever you wanted. And that was right before my last station, so it was kind of nice that I had it right then and I could just relax right before the last one. I liked where they placed it. And yeah, so I had a lot of fun doing it. I was really nervous and freaked out and scared, but after it was just really fun. I took it for how it was, I guess, a really good learning experience if all else fails. I hope I did good enough, and I hope they like me and like the person that I am. They saw who I am through my interview. But we'll see. I try not to let the nerves get to me too much. I try to just be myself and speak whatever I thought and whatever was on my mind, and you know. Yeah, so I hope it went really well. I feel good about it. I don't know how I feel about the acting stations. I felt really awkward. I mean, I don't think I was acting awkward during them, but I felt awkward because I feel like I didn't know what I was doing or how to approach it or how to take it on, and I don't know if I was supposed to solve anything or not, and I felt like I ended both of the acting stations without getting anywhere, and I was like, oh no. So hopefully, you know, it was just about your thought process and acting out and stuff, and I hope I was like good enough. I don't know. I tried to have fun with it too. I tried to act like they were my friends and they were people that I'm like related to and I know, so I tried to treat them how I would treat anyone else I know. I was trying not to be too weird or awkward. But that was my experience with the MMI. So it is definitely, I don't know, something you can't really prepare for, something that's unexpected, something that's really different. And I had a lot of fun. It was really cool. It's like taking an acting class. I don't know. It's cool. So I definitely recommend just having those questions prepared for why you want to be a doctor and the stuff that I mentioned before. I will again link the sources that I used to practice for the MMI down below so you guys can check those out and maybe use them yourselves. And just be yourself. Just show them who you are as a person, who you are as an individual, and I'm sure they'll love you. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. Good luck on your MMI if you have one coming up soon. Let me know what other videos you want to see in the comments below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys!